Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I do have a dupes video. I went ahead and filmed this video last year in August, if I do remember correctly, and you guys really did like that video. So I went ahead and looked at my collection the other day, and I realized I have a lot of products that are good dupes for high-end products. I'm pretty proud of myself because I wasn't expecting to find this much product. So if you guys want to stick around and see what they are, then go ahead and keep on watching. The first product I have is a No Poreblem Primer. You guys already heard me talk about this before. I do like this for an everyday primer, but out of my collection, it's not my favorite primer that I do have. But a good dupe I found was the Milani Prime Shield Primer. You guys have heard me talk about this before when it comes to drugstore. It's my favorite primer. But let me go ahead and pump the No Poreblem Primer onto the back of my hand and show you guys what it looks like. So it does have a pink tint to it, but when you go ahead and blend it out, it just blends into the skin. But let me go ahead and put a little bit of the Milani one onto the back of my hand. And this is what it looks like. It's clear like the other one, but when you go ahead and blend it out, it blends into the skin too. So I really do like these products. I think the No Poreblem Primer was about $18 and the Milani one's about $10 to $12. So it's not really that much of a difference, but you do go ahead and save a little bit of money. So as you guys do know, I love the Melanie Mills Gleam Body Radiance. It's like my favorite thing at the moment. I always go ahead and put it underneath my foundation. It makes me look glowy and dewy, but not oily and greasy. That's the difference. Alright, so the dupe that I found for this one right here is a NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the shade Gleam, and this is what it looks like. So they're both similar in the fact that they make your skin look very glowy and dewy, but it's a little bit too hot right now for all that. But at the same time, I do love these products. So right now I'm putting the Melanie Mills on the back of my hand, and then I'll put the NYX one right next to it. Alright, so the top one is the NYX one, the bottom is the Melanie Mills one. The colors are a little bit different, but the NYX one, they do have a gold one if I do remember correctly. But when you blend it into the skin, it just makes it look shimmery and glowy. Of course, I've said that like 5 million times at this point. But I just love how it looks on the skin. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend the Melanie Mills one right beneath it. But they make your skin look so nice, you guys. I really do like this as a primer. Of course, in my T-zone, I go ahead and use the Kaden Austin primer because I'm a little bit too oily. But I love how this looks on the skin. If you haven't tried this, I do recommend it. So moving on to foundation, these next two I am really excited about because I do think they're a dupe. So the Fenty Beauty Foundation, you guys know how I feel about this. I do love it for my skin, but at the same time, I don't know how to work with it yet. I've tried it with primer, without primer, and I just don't know how to work with it. But a good dupe I found was a Colourpop No Filter Foundation. This is bomb. You guys already know I did a review of this on my channel. So the Colourpop foundation is more like a sister foundation to Fenty Beauty, and what I mean by that is Fenty Beauty is a little bit too matte for my skin, and y'all know I'm oily, so for me to say that says a lot about this foundation right here. But the Colourpop foundation has more of a natural finish. So if you do like the Fenty Beauty foundation but it's a little bit too matte for your skin, I really do recommend this foundation right here because I go ahead and put it on my skin and it looks matte at first, but throughout the day it does get a little bit dewy but not like too greasy. Because y'all saw the foundation review I did, I was a grease ball because I was sweating at work. Alright, there was no AC, I was sweating like a little grease ball. But with this right here, if you go ahead and just use it in normal conditions, it should be fine. Oh, and really quickly, I wanted to mention, thank you guys so much for all the love on my Colourpop video. When I went ahead and posted it, I wasn't expecting that. But just reading all the comments, I was just smiling and just cheesing. So thank you guys so much. I love y'all. You're a bomb, and I'm just happy. Okay, alright, so moving on to concealer, I do have two, and of course you guys know these are dupes. This is a Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and you guys know it's a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Honestly, when the whole controversial thing happened, I was like, y'all, like, I love Tarte Shape Tape, like, I don't know if I can stop using this. So for it to have a dupe is a good alternative for those who don't want to use this concealer anymore. But at the same time, I do think they're both bomb. Alright, so let me go ahead and swatch the shade C13. I do feel like C13 was a little bit darker than the Tarte Shape Tape. They definitely need more shades for the Makeup Revolution Concealer and also the Tarte Shape Tape too. Alright, so looking at the swatches, I will say the Makeup Revolution Concealer is a little bit darker than the Tarte Shape Tape. But when it comes to the finish, I will say one thing. The Tarte Shape Tape is a little bit more matte, which I do prefer because I am oily and I like to control all my oils. So I do prefer this right here. But with the Makeup Revolution Concealer, I did notice it has more of a natural finish underneath the eyes. But with that being said, it does make my eyes crease a little bit. Whereas with the Tarte Shape Tape, I don't crease at all. So it just depends what you like in concealer. But nonetheless, you guys, I love both of these. I think they're both good. And if you haven't tried this out, go ahead and do it. Alright, so the next two are highlighters, and I do have the Make It Forever Pro Fusion 2 highlighter. This is so expensive. I never actually bought this myself. My sister bought it for me for Christmas because it was so expensive. But the dupe that I found for this was a Golden Flower Crown highlighter from Wet n Wild. Alright, so let me go ahead and swatch it because at first, when I swatched it, I was like, you know what, they look pretty similar. So let me go ahead and show y'all. So hopefully it picks up on camera, but the top one right here is a Wet n Wild highlighter, and the bottom one is a Make It Forever Pro Fusion 2. Honestly, you can't tell the difference between the two, and they both have that champagne gold to it. So I'm looking up how much the Make It Forever highlighter is because I completely forgot the price because my sister bought it, and it says it is $39 for one highlighter. That is insane, you guys. All right, so if you're looking for a good dupe for $5, I do recommend the Wet n Wild one. A very creamy, very pigmented. It glides on the skin like butter. I love it so much. So yeah, I can't believe my sister paid that much. Like, that is insane. So moving on to lashes, I do have the Miami lashes from Lilly Lashes, and I do have it on my eyes today. If you guys don't know, it's one of my favorite lashes in the whole entire world. And quick little story, the ones I have right here are from TJ Maxx, which is crazy because you already know one pair is $30, but I got two sets in here for $7.99, which is crazy. So my friend had texted me and she was like, Chichi, the Miami lashes are in TJ Maxx. I'm like, you know what, you're lying. Like, stop, you're playing too much right now. So she was like, no, they're really in there. I'm about to go ahead and send you a picture. So I'm like, all right, cool. She sent me a picture. I screamed. All right, I screamed. And right after that, I went to about probably 20 different TJ Maxxes looking for this one pair of lashes. And when I saw it, y'all, I went ahead and grabbed it really quickly. And to my surprise, I didn't know they had two sets in here, which is crazy, for $7.99. I have gotten the real Miami lashes before from the website, and they feel just the same, you guys. Like, very nice on the eyes, very comfortable. I love these lashes. So I just realized I was talking too much and I didn't even tell you guys the dupe. The dupe right here is a Dodo Lashes D115 Lashes. I saw this girl on Instagram that I follow. She's really good at makeup. Her name is Amanda Cerie, if I do remember correctly. And she always wears these, and I realized it looked very similar on the eyes. And these were about $12 or $13. The only thing about Dodo Lashes I will say is they take forever to ship to you. So it took about a month and a half for them to get these lashes to me, which is such a long time. So for future reference, if you want to go ahead and get these lashes, please make sure you go ahead and buy a bunch at once. But yeah, they're very similar on the eyes, you guys. They feel very comfortable. I'm trying to see if y'all can see it on camera and compare the two because I do have it on my eyes. But I really do love these lashes. They're $13, which is like half the price of Miami lashes, which are $30, which is insane for one lash. Like, that's crazy. But anyways, so when it comes to MAC lip liner, I'm pretty sure everybody has Chestnut, Cork, and Velvet Teddy. That's everyone's favorite at the moment. But the one I have in my hand right now is Chestnut Lip Pencil, and I found a dupe from NYX, and this is called the Brown Lipliner. So let me go ahead and swatch the two, because at first I was like, you know what, they're probably not similar at all, because one is a little bit darker just by a hair, but at the same time they're pretty close in tone. So looking at the swatches, I will say they look very similar in tone. The one right here is a MAC lip liner in Chestnut, and the right one is the Brown lip liner from NYX. The brown one's a little bit lighter, just a tad bit lighter, whereas Chestnut is a little bit more richer. But nonetheless, you guys, they're very similar in tone. The MAC lip liners are about $18, whereas the NYX one's about $6. So you're saving a whole bunch of money. And the NYX one is a little bit hard to put on the lips, I will say that. You kind of have to tug at your lips just a little bit, but at the same time, you're saving money, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so the last product we have is a Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this at this point. But this is a $60 palette. Now, do I think it's worth $60? I don't think so. Probably the most I would pay for this is either $38 or $40. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the old version of this, the bottom shades right here are a little bit too chunky on the eyes. Let me go ahead and give y'all a quick swatch because it's just a chunky mess. I don't know if y'all can tell on camera. It's very, very chunky. Let me go ahead and swatch this one too. They just don't glide on the eyes like they should, which is why she went ahead and made the remastered palette. And a lot of people are upset about it because we paid $60 for this. All right, but with that being said, I did find a little dupe, and it's a Wet n Wild Rose in the Air palette. They look very, very similar, especially the matte shades. They look really similar. The Wet n Wild palette's not gonna have all the shimmery shades, of course, because it is a little palette, but at the same time, it is $5 freaking. All right, so really quickly, let me go ahead and swatch it because the shades are so pigmented for $5. Like, it is insane. All right, so here are all the shades swatched on the back of my hand, and hopefully y'all can see it because I am struggling right now, but it's so pigmented for only $5. So with that being said, you guys, if you want to go ahead and pick up the Huda Beauty palette but it's a little bit too expensive, I do recommend the Wet n Wild palette. It's only $5. It swatches nice and they're very pigmented. Like, there's not much to say. So alright, that's everything I do have for you guys. I do hope you enjoyed this little dupe video. If you do have other dupes, please let me know down below, because I would love to do a part 3 to this, maybe in a few months or a couple months from now. But with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next one.